If you Google the term cancer prevention, 5.5 million sites come up. Did you know there are many ways to reduce your risk of cancer? Some of them include wearing sunscreen, eating a healthy diet and exercising regularly, and avoiding tobacco. But did you know that vaccinating against certain diseases like hepatitis B and the human papillomavirus can actually reduce your risk of cancer? As a registered nurse and a mom, I want to do everything I can to prevent illness, including cancer, in my loved ones. Many parents are unsure of the risks and benefits associated with having their children vaccinated against the human papillomavirus. Today I will explain why we should ensure all children are vaccinated against this potentially deadly disease. The CDC estimates about 25% of our population, that means 79 million people, are currently infected with this virus, and there are about 14 million new infections every year. HPV is very common, and it's not only spread by sexual activity, it's also spread by contact. HPV can be found on the skin and mucosal surfaces throughout the body, including the mouth. The lifetime risk of contracting human papillomavirus is about 80%. In 2015, it's estimated that HPV infection caused about 12,900 new cases of cervical cancer, about 15,520 cases of oropharyngeal cancer. That includes cancers of the tongue and the tonsils, and about 7,720 cases of anal cancer in the United States alone. So now that you know more about how common HPV infection is, I want to talk to you about a safe and proven solution. Most of these cancers could have been prevented with the HPV vaccine. Gardasil is a vaccine approved for patients aged 9 to 26 years. In girls and young women, vaccination provides 70% protection against cervical cancer, 70% protection against vaginal cancer, and up to 50% protection against vulvar cancer. In males and females, that presents an 80% protection against anal cancer and 90% protection against genital warts. In February 2012, the American Academy of Pediatrics released a policy statement recommending that all boys and girls receive the 3-dose series of HPV at age 11 or 12. Since September 15, or as of September 15, 86 million doses of this vaccine have been distributed throughout the United States with no serious safety concerns. Many parents associate this vaccine and HPV infection with sexual activity. So I want to discuss why it's important to vaccinate before any sexual activity occurs. Preteens have a higher immune response than older adolescents. That means that if you give the vaccine earlier, it will work better. Studies show that in girls and women who have received the HPV vaccine, they are no more likely to be sexually active than their counterparts who have not received the vaccine. And third, but maybe most importantly, HPV infection does not always appear to be obvious. You can't tell just by looking. Not everybody gets genital warts. So even if your child has one lifetime sexual partner, say they wait until marriage before becoming sexually active, remember that there are 79 million people currently infected with this virus, and the expected lifetime infection rate probability is about 80%. So there's a very good chance that even if your child has only one lifetime sexual partner, that they could still be exposed to the human papillomavirus. So hopefully I've alleviated some of your concerns about the HPV vaccine and sexual activity. I have told you about how a common viral infection can lead to illness and cancer, as well as how common HPV is in the community. My own 12-year-old son is fully vaccinated against HPV, and I hope you'll consider doing the same for your child. If there is a proven way to prevent cancer, wouldn't you want that for your child? Vaccines save lives.